what were the words that Brian spoke to you guys when he announced the starting lineup, and what was the attitude of the team going into the game?
Yeah, I think the coach gave, obviously there's a lot of young players on the field. He gave them all the confidence as a team. All the players had our backs. The more veteran guys gave advice to the younger players. And I think going into the game, we all had that mentality to go out there and win and make it a tough game for Austin. And I think that showed on the field. So I think a lot of the young guys did really well, all of them, the veterans that came in. So I think it was a good group effort, and I think it just shows the mentality of the group.
Jada Evans.
Thanks. Congratulations on the win. This question is for Raul. The ESPN broadcast had mentioned you kind of giving approval to the fact of starting the 5 teenagers, and I know Danny just kind of mentioned the approval or the help that you gave as far as the pep talk. Can you elaborate a little bit on that and what you said specifically? And yeah.
Raúl, la pregunta es si, bueno, que ESPN ha reportado que tú diste la aprobación o que estabas de acuerdo con la alineación que ingresó al campo, y tanto así que te uniste a la conversación que se tuvo antes del partido, y cuáles fueron tus palabras para el equipo cuando estaban preparándose para empezar el partido.
Sí, Brian habló conmigo antes del partido y me informó que no iba desde el principio, que le iba a dar la oportunidad a los chicos. Y la verdad que estamos todos para apoyarnos. El trabajo, el triunfo de hoy fue totalmente de ellos, porque corrieron increíblemente. Todo el partido hicieron un muy buen trabajo y uno está orgulloso y feliz por lo que ellos mostraron dentro del campo. Así que el triunfo es totalmente de ellos.
Yes, Brian talked to me before the game and informed me that we're going to be starting with the boys, and I'm fully supportive. I mean, this is a great opportunity for the young players to start, and we are here to support them. And they did a great job. They played all 100% during all the game. They put all the effort that was needed for achieve what we needed to achieve. And the victory is an outcome of the work that they have done.
Thank you, Augusto. We'll go next to Felipe Maqueda.
La pregunta es para Raúl. Raúl, te veías en las gradas un poco ansioso antes de que entraras al encuentro, y me gustaría saber qué pasaba por tu mente y si nos puedes describir el golazo que quitaste.
The question was, Raúl, you seem anxious on the stands before actually getting into the game. Can you tell us what was going through your head when that happened? And also, can you please describe a little bit about the amazing golazo that you scored today?
Sí, estaba ansioso, quería entrar. Siempre cuando estoy afuera, la verdad, hace mucho tiempo que no me encontraba en el banco y estaba muy ansioso por querer jugar y estar dentro del campo y ayudar a los compañeros. Y el gol en realidad lo había salido ya una jugada antes, también estaba salido, entonces yo le pegué lejos y salió un bonito gol, ¿no? Que yo en realidad para un triunfo muy importante.
Yes, I was anxious. I wanted to come in. It has been a long time since the last time that I was waiting in the stands or waiting on the bench to try to come into the game. So I was really anxious to come in and excited when I was able to come in as well. Regarding the goal, I was looking at the goalkeeper. In fact, this is not the first time that I saw him a little bit forward or away from his goal. So I looked again. I saw the opportunity, and it came up as a great goal.
Masvida.
Hey, this question is for Danny first. Are you feeling old now? Because you got some people younger than you that came in the game. And then I have a follow-up question, a real soccer question. Are you feeling old today?
I mean, a little bit with like a lot of the younger players, like 15, 16, I think. I was one of the more experienced players, so I just try to help him out. But I always try to play with everything and run to help the team. So
okay, OG, I got a real soccer question for you. What did you guys do about halfway through the second half? I mean, the first half, you guys were able to string some passes there, and it looked like that's when you guys kind of gained momentum. Anything change, or was it just more of everybody finding their feet underneath them?
Yeah, I think it was a big part of it was connecting the first pass. I think there was a lot of the opportunities that we had before that was like playing the long ball to Sam. So I think we realized that he was getting a little bit tired, and him battling with the center backs took up a lot of his energy. So I think us just connecting the first pass, being able to string some passes in their half was going to create a little bit of momentum for the team and for us. So I think that was just the idea, and I think that the coach just told us halfway through the first half that we did better, and that it showed on the first time. We got a little bit more possession on their side of the field.
Can I ask Raul? I have one.
Go ahead, boss.
Yeah, going back to Raul, when did he see the keeper off his line? Was it off when the ball bounced off the defender, or was it in front of his feet? And then he can just take us through the shot.
Raúl, la pregunta es, ¿cuándo es que tuviste al arquero salido de su arco? ¿Fue cuando recibiste la pelota o fue cuando la pelota dio botes? Y si puedes describirnos un poco más el proceso de patear la bola al arco.
Uno en realidad lo lee el partido, lee desde el principio del partido. Y a veces el arquero salió. Entonces, normalmente el arquero no piensa que vas a patear de esa distancia. Entonces, la mayoría de arqueros siempre están salidos. Y la del gol fue muy rápido. Solo controlé y miré al arquero y solo la tiré por arriba. Le pegué muy bien, por eso que salió un golazo. Y una felicidad enorme, ¿no? Una alegría, porque hace mucho tiempo que no hacía un golazo así. En realidad, hasta yo estoy sorprendido.
In reality, you're always reading the game. You're reading the game and looking at the keeper all the time. Normally, the goalkeepers are not expecting that you're going to be kicking the ball so far out from the goal itself. And regarding the goal, I mean, I was just looking at him. I just tried it, and everything went very, very quick. So it's hard to think about the specifics at that moment. But I just kicked it out, and the ball went in, and it came great. That's a great goal. I'm still myself surprised about the goal because it's not something that I was like really expecting.
Thanks.
We'll go to Alonso Contreras.
Thank you, Matt. I have two questions, one for Raúl and one for Danny. Quiero preguntarle a Raúl, primero, felicitaciones por tu golazo. Y quería decirte, ¿cómo te sientes en ser el goleador de la liga hasta ahora? Y en lo emocional, entraste y hiciste el gol de la victoria.
So the question is, congratulations on the goal, Raúl. And then the question is, how do you feel about right now being the top scorer on the league? And then also the fact that you just got into the game and you were able to score the goal and get the win.
Yo no, estoy muy feliz en realidad por este momento que estoy viviendo, por este inicio de temporada, por el gol que anoté, pero lo más importante es que sumamos 3 puntos muy importantes de visita con un rival muy complicado. Esa es la mayor alegría que uno puede sentir, ¿no? Entonces, estoy muy contento por eso. No ando pensando en que soy goleador del torneo hasta ahora, ni nada. Eso se va a dar solo. Lo más importante es que el equipo sume a 3. Estoy muy feliz y muy orgulloso de este equipo.
Gracias. Danny, I'm sorry.
I'm super happy for this moment, and not just for this moment, but overall for the season. I'm of course very happy for the goal, but I'm happier because of the fact that we were able to achieve the win, get the victory, get the 3 points. That is the most important thing that we need to achieve now. And I'm extremely happy for that. Regarding being the top scorer, I'm not super concerned about that. If it happens, it happens. The most important thing is that the club achieves its goals, and if that comes, that's going to be great.
Okay, Danny, congratulations on the win. And how do you feel playing with your former teammates from Tacoma Defiance in an away game, victory, and a clean sheet.
Yeah, I think it's a great moment for the whole team and the organization. I think it just shows that there's a pathway for the academy players going up to the first team. So obviously it's a tremendous game to play with some of my older teammates from the academy, especially to win away. I think it was a great performance for all of us, and it's just a huge moment for all of us and great pride as an organization. So.
All right, guys, we have time for a couple more follow-ups. So first, we'll go back to Jada Evans.
Thanks. Danny, can you share a little bit about the relationship that you have with Raul? After one of the goals this season, he ran over to you and gave you a bunch of kisses on the head, and you guys seem to carpool together. It seems like y'all are really, the two of y'all have a good relationship. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously good teammates, and we live really close back in Seattle. So obviously he's always giving me rides, I give him rides. So we spend a lot of time together off the field as well, and it helps to get to know each other. And I think that relationship is growing every day. It's obviously great to have a mentor like Raul and a friend outside the pitch as well, because he's learned a lot, and taught me a lot of things. And he's a great example to learn from. So yeah.
All right, Jeremiah, why don't you close us out?
Yeah, Danny, how did it affect things that you were one of the younger guys, or that you weren't actually one of the younger guys on the team, but that you had played with a lot of these players extensively? Like, it wasn't like an entirely new group. You all had experience together, and what role did that familiarity play in, you know, the way that you guys were able to stay organized despite, you know, just like 25% of possession?
I think them playing the same system as us, going into training, they train with us every day. So I think it's a good environment for them to adapt, and it's easier for when they come into the game. And they showed that today, that they're great players. They can adapt really well, and they're given an opportunity that they take it. And yeah, so I think just being part of the team every day, training, I think that helps a lot, and it gets us really familiar with a bunch of them. And I think together as a team, we showed that today.